Buried in the news last week was the staggering death toll out of the small town of West Texas after a major fertilizer plant explosion. There have been confirmed deaths of 14 people and injuries of at least 200 more. While investigators still don't know what caused the explosion, some experts are asking questions about the inadequacy of U.S. workplace safety laws and how they're enforced. Joining us, we have HuffPost senior political economy reporter Zach Carter. Zach, the facts here are really just unbelievable. The plant hadn't been inspected by OSHA since 1985. That's 28 years ago. No inspections. How does that happen?
Yeah, I think one of the most common ways that this sort of thing comes about is just a lack of funding. OSHA has been really underfunded for a long time, and the labor unions, the AFL-CIO, for instance, has pointed out that if OSHA were to actually inspect every plant, every business in Texas that it's supposed to inspect or that has authority to inspect, it would take them 137 years. They just don't have the staffing, and they don't have the money to pay the staffers to make that happen. There are also exemptions in the laws here. I mean, if you are a small business and they define small business in a lot of different ways, you're not even subject to annual inspections. So it seems like the standards are not working right now.
Zach, according to the AFL-CIO, it would take OSHA 137 years to inspect all the work sites in Texas with the resources it currently has. How do we fix that?
You pay OSHA to hire people. It's one of these things. Everybody hates government spending in the abstract, but when it comes down to actually doing stuff, okay, of course we should have workplace inspectors so that fertilizer plants don't explode and destroy whole towns. Like, nobody wants that to happen. But in the abstract, government spending is bad. And just when you find out what all of these programs do, it turns out they have some value, and they're not. It's not like a partisan thing. Like it's not like Republicans are in favor of fertilizer plants exploding and Democrats are against it or something. There just is a
really, because that's the story I like to tell. That's the story I like to tell, Zach.
Yeah, but I mean, I think there does become like this disconnect though in what actually happens with the spending. The Republicans have done a very good job, creating the public perception that they are the party that's against government spending, and people tend to like that. But then they don't want to be the party of giant explosions that destroy small towns.